What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Space Engineers. It's been kind of a chaotic week. A couple of weeks ago, there was a really bad storm over by where Drifter lives, which took out his connection, and so the server was down for a few days, so I wasn't able to get on at that time. Then when the server was finally back up, I had issues with my computer. Actually, I have a liquid cooling system, and the system sprung a pretty big leak. Now, it was pretty easy to fix. It was just an O-ring that went out. So all I did was I switched out all the old O-rings in my cooling system and completely cleaned the entire computer. But that left me to the point where I couldn't play any games for like a few days. And then, after I finally got that fixed, I started having dental issues. I had a tooth that got infected, and I had to go to the dentist and get it pulled, and I actually just got it pulled yesterday, so I'm in a little bit of pain, but I can deal with it. It's okay. But now that all the chaos is gone, I can go ahead and start recording again and try to get some of the stuff done that I'm trying to do. There's a few things that we need to go over in this episode. We're going to be talking about turrets, custom turrets, and then regular turrets. Now, the rule on the server is that there are no automated turrets on vehicles, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it somewhat skill-based. I want people to have a little bit more fun with using turrets instead of just going to a facility using automated turrets to take other turrets out. But that issue is, it's kind of like the honor system. We have to just use the honor system for people not to use automated turrets, which does become a problem. But what we're going to do today is I'm going to try to go through some of the settings, show the issues that we do have with some of the custom turrets in a multiplayer server, and see if we need to get rid of that rule and just hope that everybody sticks to the honor system. Let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so before we start with the turrets, I wanted to go through the base that I'm actually trying to build right now. This is taking me a really long time to get all of the resources together, especially steel plates, man. I've used thousands and thousands of steel plates for this base. Now, some of you who have been on my channel or been viewing my channel for a couple of years would recognize this base. This is the Halo base that I started. I forget the name. It's like USMC Fire Base or something like that. But I saw a design on the Steam Workshop and I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to do my own design of that base. So I've just been working on the steel plates for right now. Did I build the ramp over there to get over? Yeah, I did. So yeah, so far all I've been building is the structure. Just mostly all steel plates and nothing else. I don't have any conveyors. Do I have no lights? Really? Am I out of power? I have power. Why are my lights not turned on? There they go. Okay, that was weird. So yeah, right now I just have the structure set up with the armor blocks. This has cost me a lot of steel plates, so with me only doing salvage, this is taking me quite some time to get this far. And I still have a really long way. Oh, I got a hole up there. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that. Shit. You remember that we used the tunnel boring machine and I tunneled all the way to the back over there. But the tunnel boring machine was the wrong size. When I started the tunnel boring machine, I had no idea that I was actually going to start this base. So, 2 years ago when I started this base, I never actually finished it. I had so many ideas for it, and I just couldn't decide what I wanted to do with it, so I kind of abandoned it for the time being. But now I'm going to try to bring it back. I'm trying to keep the block count low, because this is a multiplayer server, but yeah, we're going to figure this out. So some of you might actually be happy about seeing this come back. I know a few people were asking me to, and we're going to see what we can do with this thing. It's a really good base for space engineers. There's a lot that I can do with it, but we'll have to figure out. We'll have to figure out some things. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. We still have our temporary base that I've been using a lot. I do have some moisture vaporators so I can get some ice, so that way I can turn that into hydrogen to run the engines on the Dragon Wagon. There are some things that I want to do to the Dragon Wagon, a few things that I do need to change. Like, I got rid of the crane, because I figured out I had no way of connecting the Dragon Wagon up to a connector so that I can unload. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to put a crane on this. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to figure it out. But like I said, we wanted to go over the turrets. Now, you guys did see a video where I took a turret on the Jeep, and it didn't work too well. It was actually very jumpy. I had a hard time keeping control of it so I could actually shoot at anything. So I decided to change that up and put a camera on it and just turn this into a recon vehicle. But there is a way, if I could get it to work, to actually make that a lot more stable. Let's see if we can work this out. So 2. Are you not going to the camera? Do I not have a camera selected? Maybe I don't have a camera selected. Hold on. So let's go K. We'll find that turret controller and make sure that we have everything set up. So rotor, hinge, and we do have an assigned camera. So why, oh why, are you not working? Oh, it might help if I actually turn on the power. Dumbass. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, so if we bring the camera down, actually it's not that jumpy like this. As you can see, it does jump a little bit, but there is a way to make it even more stable. If we go into K, yeah, you can see now it's jumping a little bit more. If we go to a little bit of clank, if we go to the rotors, that's the rotor for the hitch, this is the rotor for the turret, and just turn up the braking torque. Then we could also go to the hinge and do the same thing and see if that fixes the issue. So there we go. Alright, so now that we have the braking torque turned up, if I zoom in, we could actually see the jumping around a little bit better. Alright, so it still jumps around quite a lot. I don't know if that's going to work. But there is another fix we could do, which will require a little bit of the honor system. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep this mostly skill-based. Which means I don't want people using automated turrets to take out settlements or to take out enemy players. I want them to have to man the turrets themselves, because in my opinion it's a lot more fun that way. But let me go ahead and switch this out for a regular turret and we'll see the difference. Alright, so this is a regular turret. It is a 5x5 turret. It does take up a whole lot of space. So because of that, I might have to design something a little bit bigger if we do decide to use this. So let's go G. Find that turret, bring it down, and find control. Where is... did I pass it? I think I passed it. There it is. Alright, now 6. Now the good thing about these turrets is they do have their own camera, so we won't have to worry about mounting a camera anywhere. And we can zoom in and out, and as you can see it is a little bit more stable, but it's still a little bit shaky. But like I said, the problem we're going to have with this is the honor system, because these turrets can be automated. Now the way to turn off the automation is target meteors off, target missiles off, and then turn everything else off. Now, I will just have to trust that everybody will do that, and I'm pretty sure not everybody is going to. But if we zoom out, I don't have any ammo in this, do I? Nope, no ammo. So that's one of the options that we do have, and maybe it's not stable because I'm on a hill. Well, let's try to get this to a flattened area. I think right over here should work. Alright, right there. Go ahead and stop. But, of course, since this is Space Engineers and we're on a multiplayer server, yeah, the wheels are not gonna... They're not gonna play along too much. I mean, look at that shit. Look at that. That's one of the main issues that you'll have in multiplayer trying to set up any turrets. So it doesn't matter if we really use custom turrets or we use the regular turrets, we're still going to have them being shaky like that. But at least this way, it's a little bit more stable and a little bit easier to control. Custom turrets do work. You can kind of tweak them a little bit so that way they're a little bit more stable. But it does become somewhat of a pain in the ass. The regular turrets are just way too big. So it is better to use the custom turret. The issue you will have is trying to find a way of making them stable enough that you can take out other turrets. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go ahead and build the turrets on this, try to tweak the settings a little bit, try to get it stable, and then we're going to go after... I think it's this one, Elephant, well, no, I think it's Elephant Camp. I think it's only like 5 kilometers away. Where is it? There it is. Nope, it's 12 kilometers away. Well, that's okay. Let me go ahead and get the turret back on this, the one that we had before, and see if we can't do something to make it a little bit more stable. Alright, so I'm sitting here trying to find a spot where I'm not going to get shot at, and it looks like we are good right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit K, find the rotors, make sure those are all set up. I think it was the advanced rotor. Turn up the braking torque, then we'll find the hinge, and we'll also turn up the braking torque on that as well. Alright, then we also have velocity and all that we could change. That's about it, that's about all that we can do. Alright, so let's check this out. Let's see how jumpy it is now and see if this is something we can deal with. No, this is... it's a little less jumpy than it was before, but yeah, it's Jesus Christ. It is way too jumpy. Just way too jumpy. Alright, come on. Give me... I need height. God damn. Yeah, this is, even with braking torque, it's still not going to work. See, the issue is I'm trying to find more efficient and faster ways of taking over these settlements so I can get the resources. But, yeah, custom turrets, man. Now, let's take a look at the actual turret and see what the issue might be. So, not only do we have the wheels which are jumping around, we also have the hinge and the rotor which also jump around. That's the problem you always have to deal with when you're playing a multiplayer. And it's a real issue, especially when you're trying to have fun creating a turret so you can do shit like this. Alright, there's a bigger turret. Alright, we're a little... Jesus Christ. We're a little low. Still a little low. How about now? There we go. So yeah, you can do it. It's just... it's not the funnest thing in the world when it jumps around so damn much. Alright, so with these custom turrets, what I'm trying to do is I'm either trying to take out the turret control, which is right... Okay, zoom in. Can we zoom in? That's as far? Alright, the turret control is on the right hand side. If I could take that out, I could take this turret out, or I could take out the power supply, which is the battery on the inside. But trying to be accurate like this is not the easiest thing to do. And by the time I take out this turret, I'll probably be really low on ammo or I'll be completely out. And that's just for one freaking turret. Now, there are other... Oh, wait a minute. I think I just took it out. Screw it. Let's just make sure. Oh, shit. Come, just give me the sight. Give me the sight. Son of a bitch. I'm low. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely not hitting the damn thing. I think it's out. I can't. It's still moving, but I can't tell if it's out or not. I'm hitting it. It has to be out by now. So that's actually pretty easy because you have this big ass turret to aim at. Now it's just freaking out. I think that's because the rotor, it doesn't have power, so the rotor is just turning. Alright, but the problem you'll have is when you try to take out smaller turrets, like, shit, that interior turret, god damn it. It's also the lag, too. The lag on the server is creating an issue. Alright, I think I'm too low. And I took something out. I think I took out the battery. I saw an explosion. God damn it, get on it. There we go. And the only way to find out is to run up there and see if I get shot at, and then I die. God damn it. Yeah, this way you just waste ammo. Now there is another way that people have been doing it, which isn't really fun. It's actually kind of boring, and that's digging a trench to go all the way up to the turrets and taking them out that way. To me, that's kind of boring. And it's not, I mean, these turrets were made so that we could do stuff like this, but in multiplayer, they're shit. So what I have to do is I have to figure out something else. Let's go ahead and just do a regular turret, put some ammo in it, and see what happens. Alright, so let's check. Oh shit. That's going to be an issue. Alright, so I can't tilt it down as far, so what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to get a little bit closer. Go downhill just a little bit. Oh shit. God damn, the acceleration on this Jeep. Okay, no, go over the hill. Right there. Just go downhill a little bit. There we go. Stay right there. You're good. Alright, forward. Alright, let's zoom in. So we do get the zoom. Now it is... Jesus Christ, it's a lot more stable now. Alright, let's aim. Alright, the rounds don't shoot as fast because there's only one compared to the two that we had before. I think I'm hitting it. No, I'm a little bit low. Go to about right there. I'm missing. And there it is. Yeah, the arc on this is a lot more. I can't be sure because the other turret was... There it is. We actually took that one out. The custom turret was jumping around so much I couldn't tell exactly where I was hitting or what I was hitting. Or even if I was coming close. And it does look like I took out the custom turret. It looks like the rotor has been taken out. Alright, well that's two. I think there is only one left. Scanning. Alright, I think we are about right here. We are hitting it, but I think we're just a little bit low. That one, we're a little bit high. Try there. Am I not? I'm hitting it, but barely. Alright, try there. I'm not hitting it at all. Let's try a little bit more up. Just a pain in the ass. Alright, so some of them are hitting, some of them are not. So yeah, doing it like this, you'll waste a lot of ammo. But one of the things I do want to talk about is in Space Engineers, they do what's called bullet scatter. So if you're shooting straight, of course recoil will mess with the aiming a little bit, but that's not what Space Engineer does. What Space Engineer does is they make the trajectory of the rounds random. Which means even though you're pointing at something directly, the rounds will actually go everywhere. It's one of the things that's kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, I'm low. I'm hitting it. So when I shoot off about 20 rounds, I'll probably only hit once. Which is kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, there it is. I did hit it. the actual turret itself. But yeah, they shoot high, they shoot low, to the left, to the right. So yeah, after about 20 rounds, I'm only hitting the actual turret that I'm aiming at like once or twice. Which is really irritating. Alright, that one's taken out. So it looks like we have now cleared out this facility of all turrets. There any more? Oh, there's... Oh no, that's not a turret. Never mind. Yeah, it looks like we cleared out all the turrets. So the best way to do it is just to go with a regular turret. The problem with that is I have to kind of just trust that everybody's going to use the honor system and not use them as automated turrets. This being a multiplayer server, you know how that will go. But yeah, we'll see how it works out. I mean, I'll keep an eye on everybody, make sure that everybody is using these unautomated. How would I even state that? Make sure they're not automating the turrets, and that way we can have a little bit more fun on the server. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be questioning me, why do I not want automated turrets? Well, the reason is, these turrets are made so you can actually control them. A person can actually control them, but nobody ever uses them that way. And I thought it would be a lot more fun on the server if people were actually, they had to man the turrets instead of just automating them. Also, one of the good things about it is when you're manning a turret, you can aim at a different item. So just turrets, we could take out just weapons. But when it's automated, it'll try to take out everything. But yeah. So that's what I think I'm going to have to do on the server. We're going to go ahead. I'm not happy about it. So we're currently trying to figure out some settings. I think Drifter is taking a look at the server settings, see if we can find a way of turning the automation on these turrets off so people cannot automate them. But he says he doesn't think there is a setting for that. So we'll have to see. I'm also looking into mods, see if there's any mods that allow that. But I don't think there are any mods for that. So it's one of those things where we might just have to go with the honor system. I don't know. But yeah, here pretty soon I'm going to work on the base a little bit more. Try to get the entire structure complete. Then we can go ahead and start doing some building. Because one thing I am going to need is we do have... Well, let me get back to base. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so as it stands right now, the only vehicle I have for claiming resources in a settlement... Oh shit, okay. For claiming the resources in a settlement is the Dragon Wagon. Now this thing with, what is it, 9 large cargo... Oh, got another Compton mine. I don't think I've seen a mine yet. So one of the things I've been trying to do, the reason I'm building that base, is because I knew the block count was pretty high. So I'm trying to get my block count up to see what other facilities or settlements that we can get. And it looks like I do have... I still have my helmet on. It looks like I do have some new settlements that are spawning in. So I haven't seen the mines yet. We're going to have to check that one out. But yeah, the only vehicle that I have right now for claiming resources is the Dragon Wagon. Now what I would like to do is build a trailer. Try to set up a trailer for the Dragon Wagon that has turrets on it. Then another thing I need to do is I need to figure out a way of deconstructing a settlement, like running down an entire settlement, but doing it quickly. Now, we do have the option of using atmospheric ships. As you can see, I have built a miner and a welding ship, so that way I can get some stuff done on the base. But one of the things we can do is take an atmospheric ship, turn that into a grinder ship, and grind down the resources, get the resources from the settlements. But that's the boring way of doing it. That's the way everybody does it. I've been playing this game for a long time, and what I like to do is I like to do things that are outside of the norm. Which means, try to figure out if I can't do it with a rover. I've never done that before, it's something new to me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Try to build a vehicle that has grinders on the front that are able to articulate, which means they're able to move, go up and down. I have to decide on a design for that. So what I'm going to do is for the Dragon Wagon, I'm going to go ahead and build a trailer that has a turret on it. Not sure what kind of turret we're going to be using. I'll have to figure that one out. It would be nice if I could use a custom turret and build something really cool. But yeah, multiplayer server, that's not going to work. I'll get it figured out. So yeah, a trailer with a turret and then another vehicle. Which means if I try to take over settlements, I do have to run back and forth because I have to get multiple vehicles. Yeah, that's going to suck. So what I might have to do, I don't think there's any other way out of that. You know, I could just try to build a train. Have a trailer with a turret on it, and then have another trailer with a vehicle on it. So if I wanted to put, say, the Jeep on a trailer, connected to a trailer for for a turret, and then connected to the Dragon Wagon. I don't know if that's going to work. This is Space Engineers. We have to keep that in mind. But I'm willing to give it a try and see if something like that is going to work. But I think the rover that I need to build with grinders on the front of it is going to be way too big. We're going to have to figure that one out. So yeah, while I'm working on the base, I've been spending time on and off. It's actually taken me like 3 weeks to get as far as I have with the Dragon base. So it's going to take a really long time to get this thing done. A few things about it that I still do have to figure out though. But we are adding one more mod to the server, which gives us 1x6 armor ramps. I was going to do the... Shit, I forgot what I called it. There was a very complicated ramp design that I had set up for this. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that since this is a multiplayer server. That thing it had hinges and pistons. And yeah, for a multiplayer server, that's probably a really bad idea. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have Drifter add another mod, which gives me 1x6 ramps, which is perfect for this opening. And then we can have a ramp into the facility. Then I need to get it built. But yeah, we'll talk further about the base build, about other vehicles that we need to build in other episodes. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.